Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Happy Wednesday. Happy winning Wednesday. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today? Man, listen, I hope somebody came to win. Like, for real, on a serious note, because when I give y'all my news today, let me not even get into it just yet. Let me not even get into it just yet. I just hope that somebody came to win. I hope that somebody is feeling inspired. I hope that somebody is feeling like they are in their season of growth. Like when I tell y'all, it's so much growth and good things that are happening even amid the tragedy that's in our city, y'all. When I tell you, yo, growth is a great thing because when you grow, automatically the people around you are growing. And I love to see it, y'all. I love to see it. I can't wait to give y'all my special announcement so y'all can know what the heck I'm talking about. I just hope that somebody came here to have a good time today. I really hope somebody came to learn and to really contribute to the space. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. Before I say my what's ups, before I say my what's ups, y'all, every single person that can hear my voice should feel some type of responsibility for that 70-year-old church lady that got killed in her church while she's working. Somebody's grandmother, somebody's mother, somebody's great grandmother, y'all, got killed on our watch right down the street from where we be at. Right down the street from where we was just at. Where it what? It wasn't even 2 weeks ago. We was just there. Right down the street, y'all. We all share a part in that. Even if you're not the one out here encouraging it or doing it, we all are responsible because we all can be doing more. And this is why I say, y'all, everybody got to get somebody under their wing. Every single person. If you can hear my voice, you need somebody under your wing. And I'm not talking about somebody that already get it. Like we come to our little spaces, we are cool because everybody got a growth mindset. Everybody got a success mindset. Everybody already knows that they want to do better and that they want to, help beyond just themselves. We got to start reaching more people who don't have that mindset yet because that's where we're going to cure it. Some people, they just already too far gone. I'm not saying completely give up on them, but some people done already made their mind up on the road that they want to travel. But the question that we got to ask ourselves as leaders is what are we doing so that people don't have to pick those roads? Like you, somewhere in your mind, you got to be saying, like, yo, who was that person that did that? Who were they in the third grade, in the fourth grade, in the fifth grade, in the sixth grade? Because they ain't just get like that. But what led up to them even being in that predicament where they end up being that person? And that's where we got to start, y'all. And that's why I'm pushing real hard to get as many teenagers, young people as possible into this school on Friday to read to these kids in elementary school. Because even though it's only 15, 20 minutes that you're sharing with those young people, those are the type of moments that change people's lives forever. When they see people that they can relate to, and when they make a connection with somebody that they can relate to, even if it's just a brief connection, you don't know whose life you are changing in that moment. And because of you, you done now altered their path. And that's where we got to start, y'all. We got to start younger, getting these babies while they are young before they can even make those type of decisions. And for people that's in the 11th and 12th grade, I realize that it's on school time, but talk to y'all teachers, counselors, and principals. Let them know what we doing here at Heart Smiles. They can contact me directly. They can contact Miss Money Mo directly because it's no reason why they shouldn't be able to let y'all out of school for a few hours, go to this elementary school, do a little bit of mentoring, do a little bit of reading, and then come back and get your community service hours. Because like this is what it's about. Somebody has to see value in that. So y'all make sure y'all having those conversations. We can do letters, we can do conferences, we can do phone calls, emails, whatever we need to do to make sure that the people in your schools know what type of situation y'all are involved in as a heartbeat. Yo, we can back you up because this is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And we all got to do our part in making sure that we are helping the problem and not just being comfortable with this being an issue. Like, yo, we can't be comfortable with that. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But all right, y'all, let me get into my hellos, then my special announcement, and then I got to let y'all know what it's about to be. I got to let y'all know what's up, Tanner. Is that you in the top spot? What's up, Tanner? How you feeling? Yo, hey, yo, breathe in that top spot air, Tanner. Breathe it in, baby girl. How you feeling? And yo, shout out to Tanner because Tanner, at least a few times every single week, I got somebody in my DMs talking about Santana sent me. I want to be a heartbeat. Like, yo, that happens at least a couple times a week. Tanner, keep doing what you're doing, yo. Tell those people, everybody that you send it to my DMs, because sometimes I don't get to the DMs till like a couple of days later, but I'm so glad that they hit me up. But yo, tell them, be here. Tell them this is where they start. The first day that you tell them to hit us up. Come to Winning Wednesdays, Thriving Thursdays, Focus Friday, wherever they can get into, yo, send them there. Thank you so much, Tanner, because at least like 10 people done hit me up within the last couple of days, like, yo, Tanner sent me. So appreciate you on that. That's big love right there. Breezy, what's up, Breezy? How you feeling? Hey, Jim of the Dilemma, you already knew I was going to do it, y'all. Now I'm just looking for a nice little frame, y'all, so I can take my plastic off and make sure that it's nice and covered. Make sure y'all get your portrait. I'm going to make sure I'm telling all my adult people that they got to get their portrait. Portraits start at $150. That's the starting price. And depending on what you want, it go up from there. But make sure y'all get your portraits, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, it's worth it. Hey, Kev Gotti, what's up? Hey, yo, stop playing. Gotta have a heart smiles wall. What's up, Breezy Breeze? How you feeling? Neon say, what's up, yo? How you doing? Jim of the Dilemma, what's up, yo? Don the Don, how you feeling? Good to see you. Destiny, what's up, Destiny? How you doing? Good to see you, yo. Cows, what's up, Cows? How you doing? Good to see you, Cows. What's up, Kayla? Good to see you. Hey, yo, shout out to everybody that hung out with us yesterday for that event with the police at the University of Maryland. We had an amazing time. Hopefully next time we do it, we can open it up to more people. But shout out to everybody that was there last night. We had a great time. What's up, yo? How you feeling? Good to see you. What's up, Soul? How you doing? Tay Bands. What's up, Tay Bands? How you doing? What's up, Ma? Y'all see my mother. Stop having my mother work her little fingers to death, y'all. Yo, Ma, it's okay. You do not have to list everybody, yo, one by one. Just say hello, everyone. They know who they are, y'all. Stop working my mother, y'all. Her little fingers, yo. Reality, what's up, Reality? How you doing? Naeem, Mr. Elaborator. What's up? How you feeling? Good to see you, yo. What's up, Sid? How you feeling? Good to see you, Sid. Track Star. What's up, Track Star? How you doing? Good to see you. Tizzy Tay. What's up, Tizzy Tay? Hey, yo, yeah, you tore them little sandwiches. I already know. Hey, yo. Yo, hey, Jimmy to deliver. Don't be working my little mother, yo. What's up, Mr. Bonnet? How you doing? Anaya, what's up, Anaya? How you doing? Laneta Activist, what's up, y'all? How you doing? Good to see you, yo. Good to see you. All right, y'all. I feel like I just about got everybody. So, what's up, So? How you doing, yo? I feel like I got everybody, y'all. Let me give y'all my little announcement, y'all. Let me give y'all my little announcement, y'all. I am officially, as of today, I am officially passing the torch on Winning Wednesdays to none other than Cam Gotti and Coach Johnson. So, y'all, this my last Winning Wednesday, y'all. Cam Gotti and Coach Johnson got it from here. And I have no doubt whatsoever that it's going to be just as amazing, if not even more amazing, with them taking over. So make sure y'all show them all the love. Make sure y'all give them all the love they deserve. Hey, thank y'all so much. Cam Gotti, Coach Johnson.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all.
Hey, thank y'all for saying yes to taking over Winning Wednesdays.
No problem. You know we had to for the one time.
I know
You
that's
know we
right.
had to, but Miss Johnny, I'ma miss you, Miss Johnny.
We
Every
are
day
gonna miss
Wednesday now I gotta wait all the way till Thursday to see your face.
you.
I don't even be on Mission Mondays no more. I used to be on Mission Mondays. I can see you at early in the week. Now I gotta wait all the way
Right.
till Thursday.
I know, man. I
We
know.
gonna
It's
do it
all
for you
good,
though.
though. I know. Yep. Listen, I'm confident y'all got this. And I'm just going to keep saying, yo, growth is a great thing. It's a time and a season for everything. And I'm glad that it's y'all season. And I'm confident handing it over to y'all. And I just appreciate y'all for stepping up, because this is a big commitment and not just anybody could have took this on. So thank y'all so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Johnny.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. I'm signing off for the one time. I'll be back just a little bit because y'all know we got a higher situation tonight. And then after that, higher y'all on your own too. Sid, Jimmy the Dilemma, this my last night doing y'all closing. After the night, it's on y'all, yo. All right, I see y'all back.
See you, Miss Johnny.
See you, Miss Joni.
All right, y'all.
What's
So
up, Cam?
today we got a good topic.
You
We
did.
got a good topic. It come up every single week. Y'all know what it is. Somebody take a guess in the chat.
Let me take
Cause
a
y'all
guess
know
at
this
that.
one. It come up every single week.
But why they taking a guess in the chat? How you been though, Cam? Like we be back again. You know the favorite duo. You know iconic duos.
Yeah.
How you feeling? How's college
I'm
treating you?
almost through the semester.
Right.
Yeah. Last week I did 3 papers back to back to back. I'm
Mm.
feeling like Wonder Woman. This week I'm knocking the things out. Next
Right.
week I'm gonna be back home for Thanksgiving. So
Right.
I'm ready.
You
Oh,
ready?
they
I'm
got some
feeling.
guesses in the chat. What you
We
what
do.
you how you feeling though, coach?
I
Before we get
mean,
into this topic.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Y'all know the basketball season is right around town. So repping my school basketball. Basketball season around town. Thanksgiving right come up, Christmas, my birthday. So all these good dates. I'm ready to go back home and see my family. Haven't seen my family in a couple of months, so I'm ready. I'm ready. But we gotta get through these finals first, and then I'm going home. But I'm ready. Yeah, I'm there.
You ain't even had to talk about finals,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Come
coming
on, you
though.
already give me a headache.
It's coming. It's coming.
All right, y'all. So I see y'all. Some of y'all got the right guess.
Yeah, I
We gonna be
see.
talking about. Go ahead, coach. Give it to him.
We gonna talk about that discipline today. That discipline. And
Yeah.
Gemma, she said it first. Gemma, I saw you in the chat. Shout out to Gemma. Gemma, you said it first about that discipline. So yeah, we'll be talking about discipline today.
Yeah, but also, yo, we got a surprise for y'all. So it's not just gonna be just us today. It's gonna
Nope.
be me, coach, and Charles.
What's up, Charles?
Hey y'all, I ain't been
How
on
you?
here in a minute. Hey,
Yo, I really could have sat in the same room as Chelsea today, y'all.
we
But
really could have. We
we
see
up
each other
we up the
daily.
street from each other.
Not even down the street. You like right here.
So yeah, y'all. This is what we talking about. We talking about discipline today. I also want to open it up and say that if anyone wants to jump on, we can send
Right.
y'all a link, get y'all on here because we always want to hear different voices.
Mhm.
And yeah. So coach gonna get this discussion started. Like I said, if y'all want to get on, hit me up. Text my phone. My phone not on D&D. Just don't call it because y'all know we on Winning Wednesday.
All right. I'm
So
gonna give it the
yeah,
dilemma. I'm
go
gonna
ahead,
give the
go
dilemma.
ahead, coach.
My phone on D&D, but like I can still see y'all because like I got the screen set up so you can text me too.
Mhm.
But use Cam as your first guess because it might not go through mine. But say no, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? We gonna talk about this Monday, and I'm gonna ask y'all a couple questions. Chelsea, Cam, and everybody else in the chat. If you guys want to answer the question, you can. But we're going to talk about some discipline. And if anybody else have any questions too, they can also put it in the chat or, come off mute and, we can say it like that as well too. All right. So we good. Everybody good so far? We good, Cam? We good, Chelsea? Let's go. Awesome. All right, guys. So the first question is, how do you mentally get yourself ready when you physically don't feel like it? And take some time, let it get through your head. I know a lot of us just going back into the school, from COVID, from online, actually getting up, going to school. I know me, Cam and Chelsea, I don't know about Cam and Chelsea, but my earliest class is 9 a.m. And I be hating to go to 9 a.m.s. Yeah, so I know I gotta get up when I really don't feel like it as well. So how do you guys mentally get ready when you physically don't feel like it?
All right, it looked like Chelsea's still thinking. So let me go ahead while Chelsea's thinking.
Go ahead.
So for me personally, like, I don't know, it'd be like every day with me, like where I'd be physically like drained or like exhausted. Like 8 hours of sleep don't even seem like it's in a real college student like agenda. Like I don't get 8 hours of sleep every night. So
right.
When I wake up in the morning or early afternoon because I got later classes, it's like, look, Cam, like before I go to sleep, you gotta wake up with a smile on your face. You might not feel like it, but stuff gotta get done. Because if you sit in the bed all day, even though you want to, and even though you want to get some more sleep, stuff just not gonna get done. And the essay deadlines, they not gonna move up. So you gotta get up. You gotta just make sure that you affirming yourself or what you're capable of. I actually have like a card that I read from someone and telling them like they believe in me and stuff like that. And it kind of be like, you know what? Like I got other people that believe in me. It's kind of like my reminder that I got other people depending on me as well. And I need to just get up and like persevere and push through whatever I'm feeling. Like I might got a headache or I might got cramps or something like that. But look, like it is what it is. You're gonna feel better once you get through the day. You might can get a little bit more, sleeping. But right now, you just got to deal with what's going on right now and get through the day because you still got responsibilities.
Yeah. Like that. What, Chelsea?
Oh, my bad. I'm saying I agree with Cam, but for me, if I know I'm sitting in my room for way too long, I have to make myself get out and go walk around like campus and stuff and get some fresh air. Or I call my mom. Like talking to my mom and my siblings really helped me like get up and walk around and like start my day. Cause my first class is at 11, so I have plenty of time to sleep in. And yeah, my first class is at 11. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, my first class is at 4. So I have a lot of time in between like my day and stuff. So I'm like, maybe I don't need to be in my room all day because I will sleep the whole camp. I will be asleep the whole day.
Yo, the whole day, yo. I'm like, Chelsea, what you do today? Oh, I was asleep.
Like, I have to like discipline myself to get up and do some homework. Like I will even go to the library or I'll go to Upper Manley and do my work instead of sitting in my room. Because if I sit in my room, then I see my bed, I'm like, oh, I need to go to sleep. But I can't do that. That's why I'm like, I'm being so Miss Joni, please.
Wow. Listen, I don't even know how y'all be able to do that. Like, okay, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, my first class is at 9 a.m. And I got a 9 a.m., a 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and then a 1 p.m. Okay, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays, my first class is at 9:30, and then after that, I ain't got no more classes. But I always had to be up by 8 o'clock every morning. Like 8 o'clock every morning, I'm up. I'm in the shower. I'm either cramming them some last minute homework. Sometimes I make quizzes, or I might do the quiz real quick. So I'm up 8 o'clock in the morning. But my thing is for me, and this is just how I do it now since I'm in college. But this is how my way is. When if I'm in the bed and I really just don't feel like getting up, but I mentally got to get up. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like right there. Like it's. I mean, I'm gonna just take y'all to it real quick, but it's a poster of me and my two other athletes, and it has our game day schedule and stuff like that. And the reason why I say I look at that every morning to make myself motivate myself to get up is because not only am I in college now, but I'm also doing athletics, and it's like I'm also in Division II, where everything is more like, how can I say the word, more more worldwide. Like other people can connect me, and it's when it's like I'm on the face of a poster in front of my whole entire school. So it's not just me, running for myself now. It's actually me running for the entire school, and other people's looking up to me. Other people might want to join cross country, things of that nature. So it's also where I gotta have to show the leadership and basically be like, some days I might not want to get up. Some days I got to. Every day I got to get up because one day I might get up and might change my life. Might have somebody join a cross country team, have somebody join like Heart Smiles, things like that. So I just mentally said to myself, I'm not really doing this for me anymore. I'm doing it for the people that's looking up to me.
Ooh, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Go
feel
ahead.
like we all kind of talked about this. But like, how do you find that thing though? Like that person or that area in your life that just like force you to get up. Like Coach, you was talking about sports and like how like people around school know who you are and stuff like that. And Chelsea was talking about like her family and things like that. And I was talking about how I read my card every day. But like, how do you know what's your thing? That like that's gonna, be that signal that's gonna get you up.
Mm. Now, I'm gonna say, because yesterday we had not yesterday, but day before yesterday, it was a quote. It kind of relates to this, but I don't see if I can see if I can get it right. Now it says, if you love what you're doing, then it's freedom. If you love what you're doing, that's freedom. But if you like what you're doing, that's slavery or something like that, something of that nature. And basically, like the moral of the quote is basically saying, I like sports. I love sports. Like that's what I've been doing since I was 7 years old. 7 years old in elementary school, I was just playing basketball, any sports I can get myself into. I'm 6'9" and I'm in college, so sports is just my thing. But I use sports as basically my motivation. The things that get me. I would say the things that can get me farther ways than I ever thought I can get. Instead of being a lawyer, I can run cross country. I can be in the Olympics. I can play basketball. Things like that. I can imagine myself into success, into a success level. Besides the academic style, because me and academics, don't get it wrong, I love the math, the English, but some days I just don't feel like doing the academics. I
Oh,
just
stop
feel like
lying. You all
going
like
to
you
the.
love doing. Come
I,
on, stop lying.
listen, okay, I be trying to do the academics, but they be doing me a lot because I'm testing the quizzes and the exams. Like, do y'all know these tests and these quizzes every week, and then the notes, and then like the highlighted notes, and then you got to make sure you get that note, but then, it's just too much. But it's like I mentally got to get myself together for that. Like I mentally have to prepare myself every morning to be like, I might not want to do this, but somebody's definitely watching me. Somebody on campus is definitely looking up to me. So I gotta do it for them. And how I find out is sports.
Yeah. For me, if some of y'all know, I have my own mentoring group. So all the little girls, they reach out to me all the time. They be like, "I'm so proud of you, Chelsea. You going to Spelman." Like, out of all the girls at my high school, I'm the only girl that went to Spelman. So, and that's every black girl's dream or whatever. So I'm like, I have people looking up to. Like, I have to make them proud. I have to make my grandparents proud and my family and stuff. So that's like my motivation, like my family and the little girls that I mentor. So yeah. But yeah, like every morning I'm just like, Chelsea, get up, because I'm not on scholarship. Like, I have to pay out of pocket, so I'm like, I can't slack on school because that's going to impact me, because I'm paying for school now. This is not high school. My parents, they sacrificed a lot for me to even come to Spelman. So I'm like, I need to get up and do my work and get my. I love you too, Donovan. But yeah, so yeah.
Dang, y'all. Y'all got good answers. For me, I think I'm just like, um, from the things that I like doing, or I really love doing, like just by seeing like how I feel after I do them, that kind of signals to me what those things are. So, like for example, last week, Friday, me and Coach was on a session with Miss Joni about youth engagement, and not
Right.
gonna lie, I was feeling the same as how I always feel, tired and exhausted and everything like that. And
Right.
after the session was over, I'm like, yo, I'm ready to knock out today. This session was so good. Like, I feel like I really made an
Right. Right.
impact. Like, adults are listening to me. I'm impacting the community in some way, like one or two people at a time, that type of thing. So, like, when, like, even being in spaces like that is like, I know my purpose is to help the community out. Like every time I'm helping the community, it might be hard in the process of like, getting on those calls or, coordinating everything. But when I finally accomplish whatever that thing is for the community, like my whole demeanor just changed. So like that signaled to me, like just that feeling, like that just signaled to me that that's my thing. And then I have like, of course, my family. Like I got shout out to Q, because I see Q little car every day on my dresser. Like I'm like, I got my brother, I got his drawings and stuff up here. So, I got Elder up here, the soul sister, a picture that she put together from like Valentine's Day and stuff like that. So like I know it's a crowd of people around me that just believe in us really, because we all a family here. Her Smiles is a community, is a family, and like we all believe in each other. So like even y'all being in the comments when we shouting each other out, that really pushes me, because it's like sometimes I might be having a bad day and I'm like, dang, like I took an L when not turning that assignment in, or I turned it in late, but like I still got these people that's pushing me in my ear, like you can do it and you capable based off things I've already done. So that's kind of like my thing.
Yeah, I'm glad you touched on having having like certain things like you like the cars and the pictures and things like that. Like I have pictures of my friends in my wallet, or like pictures around, or like the basketball team. I have like we took pictures one time. I see like the basketball team and stuff like this. So I had different pictures around and different like friends, or like Jada. Like Jada calls me every week. I'm pretty sure Jada calls me every week, and me and sometimes just the 45 minutes an hour talks that me and Jada have, it'd be worth it. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. So by having like that good support system, also supports you, while you in college, because everybody know college is not for the easy people. College is not easy. Imagine you go to Spelman, you go to Shawan, Howard, Morgan. Like college is not easy, and it's definitely you gonna definitely need a support system to support you, especially like at least your first 2 years of college. By your junior and senior year, you basically grown. We still support you, but you grown now. You about 22, about 22, 23. You better get your own apartment, get your internship, everything as well. But like when you're a freshman, sophomore, and even seniors in high school as well, because you gotta give credit to your seniors in high school, because during the whole college process, like trying to find out what college you want to go to, you get like 4 or 5 colleges, 4 or 5 good colleges, good scholarships, and then you gotta choose which one you want to go to. That can be stressful as well. So definitely give it to your seniors as well, but also just have a good support system around you, just to basically back you up for any decisions that you may make.
Yeah, having a good support system is very important because, like, the first 2 weeks of school, nobody didn't notice, but I got COVID like, the second week of school, and I was that was a whole thing because I didn't go out, so I was like, how the heck I get COVID? And being down here like by myself, not having no family, only person I had was Cam. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I kept calling my mom every single day. Like they kept making sure that I was okay because I really wanted to go home after I got COVID. I was like, I'm ready to go. I don't even want to stay down here no more because I didn't have that support system that I was used to having. Like some of my close friends don't even know that I had COVID. Like I didn't tell them until like months after. Like some of them just found out I had COVID, like the second week of school, and it was like so scary just being in that room. Like that messed with me mentally. And then I was like, now I'm behind in all my classes, so I don't even want to stay here. Like spelling is hard sometimes. It can get really hard. And like I said before, I'm not on scholarship, so I'm like, I need to make sure that my grades stay up. I need to make sure this is okay, this is good, this is that. And like it really was at a point in time, like I really felt like I was like, dang, do I really want to stay here? Like Spelman was my dream school. Like I was really about to go home. Like I'm being so serious. But now I'm glad that I'm okay. But yeah. But shout out to Cam because Cam really was my right hand man. That whole those 2 weeks was horrible. Like the worst 2 weeks of my life. But yeah.
Yeah, yo, it's real important to have a good support system. Like me and Chelsea, I knew her as much as y'all probably know her right now. I seen her on the screen one time. I would see her in the comments, stuff like that. Then when we came down here, I didn't know nobody else from Baltimore, and I didn't really know anybody else that could like relate to me or anything like that. Even still, Chelsea probably the main person that I talk to. I'm not gonna lie, like I've seen a couple people that may have been of interest as like maybe a friend and stuff like that, but it's just take a little bit more. Anybody, just anybody can be my friend. So, Chelsea, not just because she's from Baltimore, but she really supportive. She lights up anyone's day really. Y'all just see her on here all the time, like smiling and everything like that. She really like that in real life and just super goofy. Real goofy. I'm the more serious one. I be goofy sometimes, but having friends, they kind of keep you disciplined too. Like, especially like with Chelsea, I'm like, Chelsea, you went to go get your COVID test this week? Like, what's going on? Like, did you get it? Because we got a certain period of time where we can go get our COVID test weekly. And I'm like, yo, you got to have people in your ear, like, reminding you sometimes. Like, sometimes you might fall short, but you got that person that's like, look, like, we still got things we need to accomplish and places where we need to go. So,
No, definitely.
I'm going to let Coach. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying definitely. Cam was like, she's not my mom, but she's like my big sister, even though I'm older than her. Like, she makes sure that I have all my stuff done. Like, if it's not for Cam, then I'm like, ugh. But yeah, go ahead, Coach.
So we're gonna go into the second question. So the second question, y'all ready for the second question? Right. All right, cool. So second question is, what is a place that you like to be in when you're trying to get yourself mentally prepared? Not only mentally prepared. Okay. Anybody ever heard of like a reset mode? Basically, when you basically have to just go to reset mode to basically get yourself together. Okay, so that's where the question is going to. What is a place that you go to put yourself into that reset mode?
Yeah, I can definitely go first with this one. And it kind of tied on to what I don't know if any of y'all watched the whole Talk to Me Tuesday yesterday, but I was watching Say Talk to Me Tuesday last night after it was over, like looking at it on my phone. And I'm just like, she was talking about her being like on a treadmill and at the gym and stuff like that, and like, her mind would be like wandering on different things, and like that's the way that she clear her head. And I'm like, yo, when I do my mile, that's really when I be clearing my head. Like sometimes I don't even think about how much my legs be burning when I be on the treadmill, because I just be thinking about what's going to be next, or what plans I need to do, or how I need to like, make sure that my day is going to be productive. And then once I'm done, it's like, I got that sweat out. I'm like, look, I just did a 9-minute run. I'm ready for the day. Like, it'll allow me to just kind of like think about different things. And I kind of can relate to Sid in that way. I just like, when you do things physically to kind of like uplift yourself, then, the rest of the day isn't as hard. Because it's like, I feel like physical work can sometimes feel so hard because it's like you really like feel it. Like it's just not like emotions. Like you really got to keep yourself disciplined and not stop the treadmill. Like you having it on a certain speed is like you want to pull it sometimes, because then you start realizing at certain points that your legs burning. But it also was just like really freeing. So that's my space at on the treadmill or doing my mile in the oval or something like that.
Okay, what about you? What about you, Chelsea?
For me, dancing, like dancing period, helps me like release everything because I'm a dancer. So sometimes if I don't go to Spellman's dance studio, then I'll dance in my room, or I'll dance at Morehouse dance studio with one of my friends. He's a dancer, and we just dance to let all our emotions and stuff come out. Like I remember for the pageant, that was like not the pageant, praise dance. I love doing praise dance. I found a church down here that I love so much, and when I dance with my dance sisters, it's just like the most amazing feeling ever. And I'm like, wow, like all the emotions, all like the pain, all that stuff just goes away. Like I forget about it for a minute. If not dance, journaling. I love writing. I love just sitting in my room and just writing down all my thoughts all the time. Like I will sit in my room. If I don't got no homework, I'll just get my journal and I'll just start writing. Oh, all my feelings. Oh, how my day was. How this movie made me feel, how this conversation was I had with somebody. And being around, I don't know, help being around other people too helps me like recharge and stuff because it makes me forget about everything. Like even if I just go to the cafe with Cam, that helps me. Or because I did a pageant at Morehouse, I go over and go with my pageant sisters over to Morehouse, and we go spend time with the boys, and just chill and just forget about everything, and not worrying about the stress of school.
Yeah, Chelsea, I'm gonna have to hit you and your sisters and your Morehouse brothers up because I can't dance to save my life. I can't even two-step. Okay, I don't know how to two-step. You be lucky if you catch me doing electric slide at the cookouts because I don't know how to do that. I be all like this, and I be like, oh, we going this way, and oh, hey, look, that ain't me. That ain't
You
me.
have to learn how to two-step. That's a Baltimore thing. You have to learn how to two-step.
Listen, all right. So, do you really put like one step? No, 1 foot, and then the next foot, and then the like. See, look, and then y'all, what's they call it?
Yo,
Look,
I might close my
because
Mac, but get me off here with coaching.
Yeah, because he
listen,
said one step.
listen, hold on, real quick, because I ain't been home in so long, but they call it the Baltimore strut. I don't know how to do that. I
You
don't.
talking
That's
about
a Park Heights dance.
the Park
Oh, the
Heights
Park
strut?
Heights strut. See, you
Yeah.
know what?
You got
I ain't
in
been
that bag.
home.
Oh, stop, because you're gonna make me get up and start doing it.
They
That's
see,
my
I don't know. And listen,
Chelsea,
Chelsea,
don't, he
I
don't
honestly
even
don't know how
want
to
it. He
do it.
don't even want it. Go ahead, coach.
Don't even give it to me. But nah, the way I get the way my well, I would say my places is like I have like a couple of different places. So one of them is the basketball court. I don't play basketball now, but no, but I'm the manager of the women's basketball team at my school, and they be having practices. And when I be at that practices, it's just like it be like so clearing. It's like clearing my mind. It's one. I'm sitting there watching structured Division II college basketball with college athletes in front of my face by two coaches that actually been coaching all their lives, and that's one thing I wanted. I'm a coach, but I don't really know I don't know how as much as they know. They've been going to school for that. They didn't coach other schools, so watching them and actually trying to put myself in position to be just like that, and just by being a manager, it clears my head. It gives me the time, and gives me the motivation, it gives me the basically like the recharge I need to basically keep going throughout the day, because we have practice every day besides Wednesdays, and I don't even know how that's even possible because like for me, it's like I have that place every day, so I can recharge. I can recharge every day. Some people can recharge. Some people like to recharge every week, every month, two times a year, stuff like that. I can do that every day, and it's only like it makes me feel like if I can do that every day, it's other habits I can break into. Other things I can break into, like the journalism. I can try to do journalism when I don't have practices, or taking walks. I was never really a fan of walking. I just don't like walking. I like running, but I don't like walking because it's just not me. I don't like walking. And then I'm real tall, so like if it's cold, I'm gonna get the cold air in my ears before y'all get it, and then I don't like that. And if it's hot, I gotta find out which jacket and what shirt to put on because these jackets might not match these long pants that might with the shoes. Like it's a hard time for me to do. It's like a lot of things for me to do. So like walking was not really a lot of things. So I did cross country because I was running. And then mentoring the youth when I was back home doing the basketball with the Matthew A. Henson, like I really, really miss Matthew A. Henson. I really need to come home and try to actually coach, but it's like our schedules conflict. But that's what I was saying was that basically going to the gym right after I was getting out of high school, I went to Douglas. Right after I got out of Douglas, I went straight down the street to Matthew Henson, and walking through the front of the door, walking through the front door of Matthew Henson. Everybody saying, "Hey coach, hey coach, hey coach Johnson, hey coach Johnson." That just gave me the reassurance. That gave me the motivation and like the leadership of like keep going, like you're actually doing something good. You actually have people looking up to you. So whatever you may go through, it's not the worst thing that can happen. So just keep trying and keep going and just keep going. And that's what I miss. But that's another way I also recharge myself as well.
Coach, you made me think. I'm like, dang, I only said that answer. I'm like, mentoring was definitely one for me too. Like when we had little leaders, even though it was virtual, like they always would make me feel better. Like I remember one time, like my stomach was tied up in knots, I promise you. And I'm like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna get on today. I got my slides and everything together for the little leaders, but I'm like, I gotta get on here. Like I have an impact on 10-year-old, 9 and 10-year-olds. Like they looking up to me and making sure. Like they called me Miss Cam. I'm like, I'm only 8 years older than you, but they really looked up to me and they really, trusted me to making sure that I was there every single week for them. And like that always like helped me, even though it was virtual. It was like they were like so smart and so intelligent. Like Miles, just seen him get on here over the summer and talk about like accountability and stuff like that. And like when I was 10 years old, I was not talking about accountability. So like being able to like help younger youth is like so big to me. Like it was just so big. But like talking in front of people and making sure I have an impact, like I was tired after it, like before this, and I'm hungry too. But like I know after this, it's gonna be like way better. Like it's real free and like just always being around a community of people. Like I said again, like y'all always got the jokes. Y'all always making me smile. Like somebody was saying something about I was glowing. I always be like that when I'm around y'all. Sometimes I would just came from these other classes. It's just like I be zoned out sometimes, really just tired and exhausted. But every time I come to spaces like this, it's just a whole different thing. So,
And
but
hold up.
go ahead, go.
Cam, can I also because I was wanted to touch on one of the things she was talking about because I know a lot of us can relate to what a lot of us can relate to it in the chat as well. But you spoke on you was like after we got these classes we be tired and be zoned out. Like, can we please speak on that for like 5 minutes? 5 minutes, 5 minutes, please, real quick, Cam. All right, look. So look, me, Chels, Cam, and I know everybody else in the chat can relate to it. When we get out of these classes, we be tired, and they didn't be trying to give us homeworks to study. Then don't let you be an athlete or part of the team because then you gotta go to study hall. And then as you gotta do a study hall, you still gotta do your self care, try to get your hair, cut your nails done, whatever you want to do. Then try to go to the cab before the calf closed, and they make sure you get back in the room to study for the next test. That's the test. That's the text. That's in the morning. That's the test is in the morning. So let me tell y'all, the best thing for y'all guys to do, time management is one of the main things, but scheduling, and I really, really think Cam for this because if I meet Cam, I probably wouldn't get right. But scheduling, you really got to learn how to schedule it. And how I did it is I got a whiteboard and I schedule everything for my everyday, like from word day to day. Like I gotta follow the schedule. When I say my classes from 9 to 11, and I got that 12 from 12 to 1, I have the opportunity to go back to my room or stay in the front of campus to go to the next class. I had to stay in front of campus. If I go to my room and I come back out, that's just not happening. Man, that's not happening. That's always the bed. That's not happening. I am sorry. I'm forgetting this bed. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna forget. I'm sorry. No, but I stay in front of the campus. But scheduling, like you gotta have the schedule. You gotta have the time management, and you also gotta make yourself busiest too. So like when you study in your room, I know when we study, we get tired too. We be sleeping sometimes. I know Chelsea and Karen probably would sleep with the book in front of that face. You know what I mean? With the sleep at the table,
Yo,
trying to
Chelsea
study
had
for
the
the homework.
laptop one time, yo.
Like it gets
I was with
serious. It
Chelsea, bro.
gets
She had the
serious.
laptop in her
It
lap. She
gets
like
serious. It gets that serious. Yes.
it. It be serious
It
though.
gets that
I'm
serious.
telling you.
And then also that's another thing how I do when I study, especially if I do it like on the weekends. I gotta wash clothes. You feel me? So this how how I get it. I wash my clothes so I can study because my clothes take like 25, 26 minutes in the wash machine. I put the timer on my phone. 26 minutes. I'll get my clothes put in the dryer. The dryer is 45 minutes. That 45 minutes, I got the chance to study. That 45 was 25, so it was like an hour and 10. I got a whole hour and 10 minutes to basically study for whatever I need to study for, get whatever I need to get done. And then after I did that, I studied and washed clothes. I get to fold my clothes, and then I can take my shower and go to sleep. Time management right there. You feel me? Like you gotta schedule your day out. Schedule it. And then once you done, like right now, you might not look at it like which you might look at me like I'm crazy, but I know if you got like a book, I got like a book for each subject. Go take your book now and go look at your book from the time you started school to the time you finish school. I promise you can be proud of yourself. I promise you will. Because now I be looking at the book like, I wrote all this? Oh, I feel good. I feel smart. I'm educated. But like definitely take a look at your book and you'll be proud of yourself of how far you came. And you just keep pushing yourself and keep going, even though times get hard with these studying and these study halls, but it's gonna pay out once we get that degree to end.
Time.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Cam.
Oh, go ahead, Chelsea.
Oh, I was saying time management was definitely my best friend because I did a pageant. So pageant practice started like mid-September and it just ended, and like the pageant just happened like 2 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago. And our practice was from 6:30 to 11. And I had exams, I had quizzes, and that all like when we was sitting down, I was like, okay, I need to do my quiz. I need to take this paper while I still got some free time. Like that is yes, time management will be your best friend when you come to college and seniors too. Cause I know last year time management was definitely my best friend because we had papers to write, college applications to turn in, scholarship essays, all of that. Time management is gonna be best friend. Like Cam again, her schedules helped me. Those schedules. I have my whiteboard too. I got my to-do list on the side. I got the most important things for the dates, and I got a calendar on my phone and on my computer. Because yes, being in the pageants, and then like I got my queen duties now, so I gotta balance that. And then I'm on the council. I'm in a lot of stuff. Councils back. And then I got my council stuff for the dorm I live in, and I gotta plan out that stuff. I had meetings for them, so I gotta schedule everything out. And then for my classes, now that I know how my classes and stuff work, next semester I'm not taking those 6 o'clock classes because it interferes with my winning Wednesdays and Thriving Thursday. That's why I've been a little off because I've been missing some stuff. But now that I know how to schedule my stuff and like write everything out, then I'm good now. But pace yourself. That's yeah, and taking breaks.
Definitely.
Have patience. Have
Yes,
patience. Yeah.
patience.
Yo, so I know we kind of touched on support, tapping into your purpose, everything like that. But like, what are some challenges that might interfere with that discipline? Like, and talk about like maybe one time that your discipline was interfered with and how you overcame it. Y'all, I can go first if
Well,
y'all want me to do it. Somebody else can go first.
I'm ready. It don't matter.
And
I'm
y'all
ready.
can answer in the chat too, y'all.
It don't matter who go first. I'm ready though.
Oh, since you so TTG, you can go.
Hey, you funny, but no. I don't think a lot of people know this besides like Cam, Miss Joni, and Miss Mo, and like my immediate family. But recently, I was recently just in the hospital like for like 2-3 weeks because of my heart. Like now, my heart, y'all, it's like playing with me. Like I don't even know what's going on inside my chest. But right now my doctors is finding things and I can't do sports. So, my me not doing sports kind of mess with my mental a lot. Like I just sat up here and told you guys where as though like sports is my everything. I do this at the third. And then I said I was a manager. The reason why I'm the manager is because I can't run cross country. And my cross country was my sport. But I couldn't run cross country. I missed 3 meets in our championship meet, and then I can't do basketball. So I was like, I'm still be involved in some type of sports, some type of way. So I chose to be the manager. And what I'm saying is, that whole time by me being in the hospital, it messed with me a lot. Like it messed with me, but it also taught me a lot. It taught me that I had to gain the patience. Like when I was in the hospital, I had no patience. Like I was literally trying to get out of there at every chance I get because being in the hospital bed for like a week or 2 weeks on end, that just wasn't me. Like I didn't like laying in the bed. I used to wake up feeling fatigue, and I'm like, why? I felt like this. Nurses to be like, oh, because you were an athlete, and then you came from laying down to just being in the bed. I'm like, I'm not lazy. Like I gotta get up. I gotta do something. I gotta walk. I gotta do something. So, everything that was just like pushing me around, like, just basically testing my mental and see how I was trying to basically, how I was going to basically act upon it, got out of hospital, came back to school, had to catch up on a lot of work, like a lot of work. And some of my professors, so that's why I said I had patience, because some of my professors didn't want to let me get that work, even though I had the excuse no. So, sometimes you had patience and, keep that self-control, but I had to do a lot of work, a lot of exams, and then I got to study for final stats in 2 weeks. So my mental has been all over the place, but like I said, that time for me to reset, basically the times when we like listen to the music or the times for me to like when I go to basketball practice and things like that, that gives me the chance to recharge, reset, and also, plan my schedule out. Because I got to practice every day with the girls. I still have class and I still have to do my own studying as well. So I have a lot of things to do myself. But the mental thing is like I didn't let it affect. I let it affect me for about a day or two. I can't even sit up here and lie. I did let it affect me for like a day or two, but I pushed out of it because I was like, I can't let this define me. I came way too far for this to define me. This is just a little obstacle, for a long journey that's ahead of me. This is going to be something I look back to in 5 to 10 years. Like, wow, I really was that. I really was that person. I'm so much better now. So, that's just what I want to say is don't let something that's right there, right? So don't let something that's temporary affect you what's going to happen in the future. Like you don't want to do that because if you think of temporary emotions or act of temporary emotions, it's going to mess your future up in the long run.
But coach, I think Chelsea's gonna go next. But one thing that I want to bring up from yours though is you basically just talked about like how you love sports so much that you didn't let anything interfere with it. Like I don't think enough people want it enough. Like things come, in their world that, might be life changing, and that thing that they wanted before, they just kicking it to the curb because this one thing came. But like it's gonna be 101 challenges that come. So like how are you gonna overcome that? How bad do you want it? And that's something that I probably would advise y'all to ask yourself every single day. Like even with Gemma talking about school, how bad do you want that high school diploma? How bad do you want to go to the next stage of your education? And you just gotta keep questioning yourself a little bit. Not in order for you to like second guess yourself or anything like that, but for you to push yourself and get in a mental capacity to know that like what's coming up next for me is solely based on me. Nobody's gonna push me there or nobody's gonna do everything for me. The ball is in my court. And it determines what's coming up next is determined on, what I do. So that's what I would advise you to say. But Chelsea, I think you.
Yeah, mine is similar to yours too, like me getting COVID and stuff. Because during that 2 week period, it was dance auditions, and that was something I really wanted to do. My mentor, she's one of the coaches, so I was telling her about it, and she was like, "It's gonna be okay. You can do it next semester." So I was like, "Okay, cool." But that was something I really wanted to do. That's something I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna be a banner girl. I want everybody to know that I'm Chelsea. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna do this." So next year, I could have my spot. And then like when I couldn't audition for it and I couldn't get that, that's something like really did something to me. I was like, "Wow." Now, because when I came to Spelman, I had my whole thing planned out, and then all of that got turned around. You know, um, so I was like, okay. Then I found something else. I found out that I like doing pageants. That was probably something. Being in the pageant was probably the most best thing that ever happened to me. I got new friends. I got new brothers. I got new sisters. And then during like that, even that time, like during COVID and stuff, I was like mentally messed up. Like I was really mentally messed up. I was some nights I used to cry. I had a whole mental breakdown while I was in there. I was crying every night because I was there by myself. It was no other girls in there. I was in there by myself. It was like people coming in and out, and I was just like scared. So just like and that was like I said before, I wanted to leave Spelman, but I was like, no, I came down here for a reason. I really wanted to stay at Spelman. I'm like, I'm not going to leave here because then I'm not just disappointing myself. I'm disappointing my family. And yeah, so just don't let one little thing try to stop you from doing what you want to do. Because that's something that I was like, okay, I got COVID. Now I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to. If I would have kept that mindset, I would never won Hall Queen. Well, one of the Hall Queens. I would never won Hall Queen. I would never be on the praise team for the church I go to. I wouldn't be on the dance team that I'm. Oh yeah, Cam. I'm on the dance team for the other thing. By the way, I forgot to tell you that, but I'm on the dance team now. So it's just like if I let that one little thing stop me from doing, I wouldn't be living my dream. I wouldn't be getting the scholarships. Oh my gosh, not getting enough scholarships and stuff coming into Spelman because I had to take out loans was probably the most stressful thing ever for me and for my family. But as time went on, I kept getting scholarships. I just got a grant from Spelman this week. I was like, oh my gosh, that was a lot of money. So just don't let certain one little small step back try to change everything. Keep going because at the end of the day, it's going something's good going to come out of it. So just keep on going. And thank y'all for saying congrats. But yeah, go ahead, Kim.
Yo, one thing too, really bad things happen before something really good happens. Like I don't know why it happens in that way, but every time it's a challenge that come in your way, something good is gonna happen shortly after. And I don't know, it's just weird. The universe working, it's weird. But I would say that Chelsea also touched on like that imposter syndrome. I definitely had that. I'm like, how do I know I belong here? Because when I was doing like I had this paper that I had to do for poetry, and I just didn't understand what the world the essay was supposed to do. And I'm asking my professor, she's not giving me no help. Like I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's one of my first major big assignments. We don't have that many assignments in our class. So I'm like, it's four other people in the class. I don't really know them like that. I'm the only freshman in the class and stuff like that. So I just was having like imposter syndrome on top of like homesickness. It's like, I really miss being home. Like I miss being with Q and everything like that. Even though Q used to grind my gears, yo. I'm telling you, Q used to get on my nerves. But now it's like now I'm away from them, like my mom and my little brother and my family. It's just like, dang, like I'm really out here on my own. Like there's no other family that I have out here in Atlanta. And I'm like, how am I gonna get through this? Like, and then I started thinking like any other time I had challenges, I got to use my resources in order for me to get out of it. I got to figure out a way to ask for help. So I'm like thinking about what professors have said and like thinking about like the writing center and things like that. And I'm like, you know what? I never used to be one for going to coach class, but I'm gonna go to office hours. I'm gonna go to the writing center and I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get the stuff done. And it's something that was like unfamiliar to me, but you got to do what you got to do. So I just started doing stuff like that, kind of like correcting my habits and things like that. Things that I didn't used to do, I started doing, and eventually stuff started getting done. Like last week, I was having a little bit of a hard time, but I got them 3 essays done last week. I didn't have to ask for extension or anything like that. Sometimes you're gonna have to ask for extension, but this last week was a good week, so I didn't have to ask for extension or anything. So things like that, just utilizing my resources definitely helped me like be more disciplined and like trying to start talking to other people to connect with people had really like helped me. Talking to some Spelman alum that I met, asking them for advice, talking to Miss Simone and stuff like that. Things like that really helped me more with my discipline, like especially with the social part, y'all. The social part, I'm really trying to get there. I push myself. I be talking to my Morehouse brother like every day. But hey, I'm gonna get there, y'all. Next
Do
semester
you
I'm gonna
really?
be involved in more things. I do. I was just talking to Tori today. But
Okay.
yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all. Cause y'all Chelsea in my ear, so y'all know I'm on it. Cause here she go. But anyway, that's how I overcame it by just utilizing my resources and just like changing my mindset. Cause I couldn't control not being home. I wasn't going to be flying back to Baltimore every week because them flights, they start accumulating. I don't know who got the money to just be kicking it out, the Spirit and Southwest and all them. Like, no. So I just had to like be like, look, you don't have no choice. You got to make it happen. Like, your back is against the wall right now. Utilize your resources. You're going to get through it like any other time. So, y'all, I know it's 6:57.
Yo,
We
we
probably
never
talked a
ever
hole in
enough.
your ear.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie though. Like I love it. Like I loved it. And Cam, we ready. This is us now. We gotta take it. We gonna take it up there. Miss Joni, she set a high standard, but we the heartbeat. This is me and you. We gonna be above the standard. It's just us. But no, thank you. No, definitely give a shout out to Chelsea. Chelsea, we do really appreciate you for coming on here today. Thank you.
Of
Thank you so
course.
much.
Y'all can call me anytime.
Anytime. I know. Thank you. The session was fire. Miss Johnny, we thank you for the opportunity for this because by picking a favorite duo, the iconic duo, we always want to come back. But before we do anything, we still gotta give our jewels. Like that's still a rule. Like we ain't forget that. Like that's still gonna be everywhere we meet. So let's get these jewels. Ladies first. Let y'all get that. Go
I can
ahead.
go first.
Go ahead, Chelsea.
But bro, okay. My jewel is to never give up and always follow your dreams and don't let one little minor step back set you off. So yeah.
I probably said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. I would say find one small thing that is positive or that does light up your life in order for you to get through to the next step. And Miss Muhammad on one of the classes that me and Coach said before was like focus on the stair and not the entire staircase. So like even when going through that process of going up that staircase, you have to have a positive mindset or even in people to support you in order for you to get through it. So that's my jewel. Finish us off, Coach.
All right, y'all. So look, my jewel was going to be kind of I kind of just thought about it, but when you guys are in that when you guys are in your, like your bad events or when you guys are going through your tough times, don't always look at it as basically a loss. Look at it as a lesson because definitely you come out of it, you can look at the things that you have learned from that lesson. Like I said, when I was doing my situation, I learned that I have no patience. So now I got to work on my patience. Now I got to work on my patience and work with how to manage things when I get frustrated, or manage things when I get attitude. So don't look at all don't look at all your basically your lessons as losses. Look at them as lessons.
Yes, sir. Y'all, y'all know what it is. We're gonna be back with y'all again next week. And that's what it's gonna be. We about to have Learn with Hire, our Learn with
Yes,
Hire
yes,
session
yes.
come on right now. We got our ambassadors about to come on. Thank you again, Chelsea. Thank you, Miss Joni. Thank you, everybody that's doing tech right now. I love y'all so much. If y'all ever need help, hit me up, hit
Call
any of
me,
us up,
call me, text me.
and yeah. Bye,
Bye, y'all.
y'all.
Love
See
y'all.
y'all.
Thank y'all so much. Y'all, didn't they do a great job? I told y'all, listen, I told y'all the new leaf has been turned. The torch has been officially passed over. Winning Wednesdays is Coach Johnson and Cam Gotti. Now we about to do that higher thing. Y'all already know. Track star,
Hey y'all.
what's up? How you feeling?
I'm actually feeling good. How are you?
All right, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I can't complain. Lynetta activist,
Hi.
what's up? When you get back on higher?
Don't do that, cause I've been on higher. Don't
Yo,
do
for
that.
real? Where you been hiding at, yo? Wait, you been ducked off from higher since like the summer.
I've been ducked off from everybody, not just higher. And I've been in higher. I've been doing what I need to do in higher.
All right, okay. So you back.
Back.
All right. Oh, hold up. Y'all got the elaborator on here too?
Yeah.
Y'all showing off.
It should be
What's
like
up,
two
Mr.
more people.
Elaborator?
Miss Joni, hold on. Miss Joni, y'all got the Mr. Elaborator on here, but you must have forgot I'm the higher team. So what's going on?
Uh, yo,
You must have forget who I am.
what's that? No, I ain't forget who you are. What? Hey, Trackstar, what you say, yo? What you say?
My bad. My aunt, she's an instigator in the background. But like I was saying, we should have two more people joining. Yeah, there go Neil.
All right, y'all pulling out all the stops. What's up with there?
Hello.
All right, okay. Well, this who y'all got for now. I'm handing it over to y'all. Whoever else come, of course, I'll let them on. But thank y'all for being here and for doing this session. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
All right, I see y'all back in a little bit.
All right. Okay.
All right, so first, we're gonna have everybody start with their introductions. I'm pretty sure everybody know everybody. So the first question is, how everybody doing today? What's the highlight of your week?
I can go. I'm doing pretty good. I have seen a lot of growth in myself. Nobody wants that story time, but a lot of growth that everyone should really do. Grow in yourself. Um, and yeah, that was the question. How are we doing today? Okay, yeah, I'm doing good.
Naeem.
Yeah. Well, overall, like my week, it's been cool. It's been okay. Like nothing too heavy be happening, but it's like I feel like in my personal opinion, like for me, October and November has been my busiest month. Even though I got school, it's like I've been working a lot, and I'm trying to do my best with self discipline. And you said growth, right?
I said like a highlight or something. And
A
hey,
highlight,
Jamira.
a highlight of my week. Um, I don't know if I have a highlight of my week because I've been like, but I would say like my energy, like I would say like it's been like a 9 out of 10 lately.
All right, so we only got 1 more minute for introduction, so let's kind of make it, But Anil, Jamira, then I can go.
Um, I'm good. The highlight of my week is that nothing actually. I don't think I have a highlight of my week. It's just been pretty chill for real. Nothing like really happened yet.
Alright. Well, hello everyone. Again, I'm Jamira. If anybody's in the chat that doesn't know me, and I'm an OG High ambassador. But my week has been going pretty well. It's been really productive, and I'm currently at Bowie State University, so we're about to end the semester off soon. But Thanksgiving break is next week. But I'm still going to be on campus, so it's been really chill and stressful. So yeah.
Hey y'all, I'm Zion. If y'all don't know me, aka Trackstar. I'm actually doing really good. The highlight of my week is that I've been taking a break from social media, and I also started track this week, so I'm doing really good mentally now. Because y'all know that's my escape place. But today the topic is going to be about the COVID vaccine and how each of us feel. Some of us don't have the COVID vaccine, and others do. So we're just going to be going based off that, and we're just going to get started. So y'all ready? All right, so we can go in the same order. So the first question is, when you first heard of the vaccine for COVID, what were your first thoughts about it?
My first thoughts were like, oh my gosh, this is a little too fast. Why has it been produced? Why has it been mandated so quickly? This is not cool. And I initially did not want to get it because of that.
I thought it was pretty chill for real. I didn't really have too much thoughts about it. All I knew was I was in school already virtually, and so I didn't find any for me to take it unless if I was going into the school building, and I wasn't. And until my parents said you had to take it. So that's the reason why I took it. But I didn't really put too much thought about it when it first came out. I was just like, oh, okay, that was quick, but it's cool. Like, I thought about it as any other vaccine, so it didn't really spark too much of my attention.
Naeem, Benjamin.
Yeah, I didn't go. Wow, the first time I heard it, at first I was confused because really wasn't paying attention to it as much, and then like my second thought of it, like I don't want no that type of needle stick into me. Like I don't want nothing stick into some of my body and somehow I'm malfunctioning weird and all like so. That's how I thought of the vaccine, but from what I heard, it's kind of like life changing. Like because I heard it does some changes here and there based on the immune system.
Jamira, were you good to go?
Yes. Okay. For the COVID vaccine, when I first heard about it, like I was just, I heard like a few thoughts about it, but when I heard that a Black woman was a part of the process, I was like okay with the vaccine and all of that, but I was still a little bit confused. But I know I wanted to live on campus, so I know I had to get the vaccine. So it was kind of like once it was a requirement for me to live on campus, I didn't really think too much of it. But then I got more research and everything.
I definitely agree with all y'all. And for me, I can be honest, I kind of was going off social media. So when they brought all these things about like HIV, cancer, da 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 da, I was like, they got a point. But then my parents, like, they started like, well, not just my parents, but being a part of Heart Smells and having all these how can I say it? Having all these people like connections and stuff who can give us the actual like insight of the vaccine and things like that, and knowing that Black people was on there, it definitely helped me or whatever. And when I decided that I was going to take track seriously for college, I was like, I really don't have a choice no more. And then also for summer track, y'all know it's a whole bunch of people out there, and I was getting bad anxiety, so I was like, I'm getting this vaccine. And I still, well, if y'all don't know, Baltimore City public schools, if you're doing a winter sport, you have to get the vaccine, or you can't do a sport since it's inside. But thank God I got it when it was summertime and things like that. So the second question is, what could we do to possibly teach others when deciding about the vaccine? So like, how can we make them comfortable with talking to their parents about it, things like that?
First, I would actually like help them like find first of all, give them more information and all that, and then find them sources so that they can do their own research. Because you can really tell them anything they want to hear, but if you point them to like a good source to get good research, and also talk to like a healthcare provider, or even someone we've worked with in the past, then I feel like they'll get like better knowledge and all that, and then like share my own experience and not like helping them get their vaccine and all that. And to teach others about the vaccine, I would tell them like more about like my experience and like the positives. I didn't have really many negatives at all, and then the different pluses of getting the vaccine.
I guess I can go. I feel
Lynette was
like I'm
she
sorry.
was
I was on mute. That makes so much sense. That is so embarrassing. But what I was saying basically was we could definitely rule out the factor it also starts where you live, because if your parents do not approve of the vaccine, you cannot get the vaccine. Or if your parents have a bias on the vaccine, you're going to also have a bias based on that's what you know. So I believe on focusing on the communities, giving communities the right amount of information, the accurate amount of information, and having people who are in the community influence those who are also within it that don't particularly have the positive view on the vaccine. So just lightening up like this is a good thing, and not just from the government, I guess, because a lot of people view it this is for a government standard. And something I learned today in class, this was not today, but yesterday, was when we look at it as, is this a safety concern or a personal concern? So just ruling out those factors could possibly teach and inform someone.
Naeem, you wanted to go?
Most definitely. But I feel like the way we can do it is not only give them the information, but I feel like encourage them as well, motivate them as well, make them think optimistic, because some people, like, they can hear what we have to say, but at the end of the day, oh, they'll go buy that business and be like, oh, I'm still not getting a vaccine. It's like, but they often think optimistic, because I'm not gonna lie, like, when, like, because my little brother, he just got vaccinated, and he told me, oh, nothing happened. Like, it felt good. Because I remember he always used to talk about, I don't want the vaccine. But it's like when he was taking vaccine shots at Cherry Hill, he felt good after that.
I gotta agree on what everyone said. I think like you just have to want to learn it for yourself because it's you who's taking it. And I understand like at a certain age you're gonna have to want what's best for you, regardless of what other people think. Cause I also understand like if your people don't agree with it or like whoever your guardian is, like they have their own opinions about it, but you gotta stay like true to yourself. And if you want to stay safe and you want to participate in certain things, then you're gonna have to like explain that to whoever who thinks it's not good for you. But I think it's a self to self thing.
Yeah, and I definitely do agree with you. And then I want to point out something that Cam said in the chat. She said, "I think we can give them an unbiased opinion." And I feel like a lot of times with Naeem and Ania briefly, sorry about that. Ania briefly had said was about like how once you give somebody that unbiased opinion, and then you have their parents and their family in the corner or people in the community talking about this and that about the vaccine without even them having like a true like true information on the vaccine. I feel like all the bias from way back in like all the bias from everybody else in your ear, it's always going to be hard for you to make a decision. But then again, we don't have really much trust with vaccines and stuff like that in our community, which Lene pointed out. But if we give unbiased opinions and opinions from ourselves, again, like talking to people one on one, I feel like more people will end up getting it, and then they can decide what's really best for themselves. So
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's crazy because like I told y'all we had to have vaccines to do track or any indoor sports, and I'm just like most of them saying that their parents are not allowing them to get the vaccine, and you have to be a certain age to make a certain decisions or whatever like that. And I was just saying, basically, just to tell your parents, look, my friends got it. They said they feeling good and things like that. I was just like, basically give them a real experience of how I felt after I got the vaccine. But I did have to make it seem like, but everybody's not the same. Like, you can get the flu shot and still feel sick afterwards. Like, it's just like any other vaccine. But they have to realize, like, people point out, oh, you still can get COVID and it's easier for you to give people the COVID. But if you actually look at the things, you have to break out statistics when it comes to people like that, when it comes to the unbiased things, because it's like you're trying to protect the community. And I think it's just giving people your experience, because yesterday I was doing a focus group interest, and his name was Larry. Mincy was doing it. He said the only way he was able to trust somebody is because they gave them their experience and they know what they went through. It's about mental health, but it's the same thing that going into the vaccine, if that makes sense. So if somebody be like, okay, I know they got it, they telling me they fine or whatever like that, let me go ahead and get it. Like for my dad, at first I was like, I'm not getting it until like August or something. I'm not doing it. But when my dad said he got it, I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna get it. All right, since people around my house got it, so things like that.
Can I?
But yeah, that's
No,
what I
can
said.
I add, like, really quickly? The only reason why I got my vaccine was the influence of my mom. If she did not get her vaccine, I was not getting it. That's one. And two, I can definitely say the influence of people when it comes down to anything can determine on like how you can make certain decisions. There are people who are strong minded and can decide to take the facts for themselves, or they can decide to take people perspectives into making their own decisions.
And also with that, I feel like, okay, you can give everyone can give you their opinion on that, but Zion, she mentioned a huge point, is that everybody is going to have different side effects of the vaccine, so it's not going to work for everybody. So that's why it's also important not to just get them opinions from everybody else, but to do your own research and like research from people from your community, or just like things that you have, like maybe if you have a certain health condition, you maybe want to see like how it affects people with that health condition, instead of just going off with somebody, because again, everything affects someone else differently. It's not going to affect you the same way as affects someone else, but majority it can be. It just depends. So
Yeah, and I wanted to read what Cam said because that really stuck out to me. She said you can give a person experience without pressing ideals too. It's almost like a customer's review to determine if you're going to buy it or not. I definitely agree with that. And I definitely like give a different perspective of what I said about the experience, because everybody's not going to trust everybody, if that makes sense. And everybody, like, people could say, oh, this not a scam and da da da, but I'm like, but do I want to buy this though? Like, how I know I'm going to get it? Like, how I know they're going to ship it and things like that. So I definitely agree with Cam said. But going to the next question is, really, how well do y'all know about the vaccine? Definitely for the people who got it.
I can go. Um, Say the question again. I just lost my train of thought.
How well do you know about the vaccine?
I don't know nothing at all, honestly. Well, that's a lie. I know like basic stuff, like when it first came out, and like the health. Excuse my lack of information and lack of words, because I don't know the specific titles of stuff. But like, how people do like a whole press thing and talking about it when they presenting, what it is and what. So when I looked on the news and stuff, and they was talking about the vaccine and the different kinds of vaccines that you can get, like the Moderna, Johnson, and what's the other one? I can't remember, but I know there's 3 of them. And I got the Moderna. Like, my mom would like send me articles, but just me, I wasn't, willing to learn about it until like I got it myself. So once I got the vaccine, I think when I got my second shot, it was like I wanted to do a little more research because I got a small little head cold, and I was like, I know I ain't got no COVID because I got the COVID vaccine, but it was just like, and like I think Zion said it. I think when you get like when you take the flu shot or any other kind of vaccine, it's not like you getting it, like you're not getting the flu. And when me and Miss Joni did the thing at University of Maryland talking about what can we do to like help the community understand COVID, the vaccine more, and we watched the documentary, and it says sometimes when you get the vaccine, they put a little bit in you and you might get sick from it, but it's not the flu. It's not what they put inside you. It can be something else outside of that. So I didn't really know too much about the vaccine until like I got it and I wanted to learn, because you putting something in my body that's foreign to me, because I don't know and I'm not a scientist. But anyone else can go and elaborate.
Yeah.
Can I build off on the I wanted to
Wait.
build off. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to. She spoke on a real thing. When it's something foreign in your body, that's how like people get sick or whatever, or react to different ways. Because it's like um new bacteria, healthy bacteria that's fighting off something that's not there yet, but it's being immune to your body, if that makes sense. So when, say, if the COVID cells did come or something like that, I might be using the wrong word, but they already can fight it off, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to make sure we emphasize on what Ania said.
And I was definitely going to bring that up because anything that's considered with a vaccine, see, I thought the vaccine was just going to be a mRNA, meaning like you take a certain part of the DNA from someone else who has it and you make it into a vaccine. How the flu is. Like the flu, you're being literally injected with the flu so that way you can fight off the flu when it gets into your system. That's what I thought it was. Um Still now, I don't completely know what's in the vaccine. I just know that it's gonna possibly help me fight off COVID or lower my chances from dying from COVID. And I definitely can say with the COVID vaccine of my knowledge is um like Ania said, she got a head cold. I'm sitting here warning people who's getting the vaccine, like, please take a Tylenol 30 minutes before you go and get your vaccine. Please. Because when I got mine, my arm was hurting. My arm was limp. I had a limp arm. That mess hurted so bad. And I didn't really have no warning. Like, it was pain. It was painful. And I definitely can say if you are gonna go get it, please take your Tylenol, albuterol, whatever pain medicine, pain reliever you take that, please.
Okay.
But
Um,
yeah, that was it.
Was I was
but
I'm
I
sorry.
need.
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to go?
You can go, Naeem. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad. All right. I know we. All right. So, how well I know the vaccine? I don't know too much, but I know it comes with some pros and cons. Correct me if I'm like mistaken. Like I feel like I think it often like when it's like it don't help, it don't care to like it don't care COVID-19, but it help. It's like it's more of a preventative type of formula in my personal opinion, because it's like if you're using a vaccine, it's just improves more of like getting the chances of COVID-19 and help you stay away from COVID-19. It don't always last long term, but it can at least hold for some time. That's how what I know about the vaccine as well, in my personal opinion.
Well, for me, no, like with the vaccine and everything, like I would not say that I knew much information about it before getting it, but I definitely did. Well, first I made my decision. I was going to get the vaccine without knowing much information because, again, it was required for me to live on campus, so I was going to do regardless. But I found out a little bit more and more information. But to this day, I still feel like I still have like the basic knowledge around the vaccine. But here and there, I would see like little articles and I would breeze through it, but I did not know much information, and I feel like a lot of people who are getting the vaccine and all that, they maybe did not do much research because it's been so pressured on them. Everybody has been making it a requirement and this and that. So it's like not many people are going to really be looking at all the information behind it. They're just trying to get back outside. I know that was another thing for me. The summer was about to hit. I wanted to get back outside. I didn't really do much this summer, but I know that to do certain things you needed to get vaccine. And then COVID is a huge thing. You want to try to do whatever you can to not get COVID type thing during the summertime. So I wouldn't say I knew much information, but I'm learning more and more each day. So
I just pulled up the ingredients of what's in each vaccine. Um, so I'm gonna see if I can share my screen really, really quick, and then we're gonna see if that works. So let's try.
You said the ingredients, like the stuff that they really legit put in these liquid things in our arms.
Yeah, can y'all see?
We can see your screen. You can click the tab now. Yeah. Okay.
Hold up, my bad, y'all went on mute. But let me know what y'all see, and I could share this with y'all. Want to do more research and stuff.
We can see the
So y'all
document.
can see it, right?
Yes.
Y'all can. Okay. So yeah, and I was reading something else, and it said that it does not. The Moderna one says it does not have COVID. Well, what did you say, Lene, about the actual flu and stuff?
mRNA. It's a
Yeah, they
yeah.
said. Yeah, I don't think they said that, but I'm gonna share this real quick, and then y'all can take a screenshot or whatever. And so yeah, that was just something quick that they have in a vaccine. But we can go into the next question. It says, "What is one thing about the vaccine that triggers you or did trigger you?"
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Jamira. Go ahead.
Okay, one thing that did trigger me was like hearing about the different side effects. I feel like although I was going to like get it, I was like really like skeptical. Like Cam mentioned before, like it can cause death, infertility. It can cause you to get COVID and then also like give it to someone else. And I feel like that was like a huge thing for me, just hearing about the possible side effects. But then it's like again with Ania mentioned earlier, any vaccine, any kind of shot, anything you get, it always has side effects. But it's like determines it. Are you going to put yourself at risk for that? Or do you think you're capable of doing it? But I feel like that was like a triggering thing for me, like hearing about that because I'm still young. Maybe one day I want to have kids stuff. So yeah, a lot of side effects. So.
One thing I can say what triggered me was definitely like people's influences on it. People when social media, I'm gonna do social media because that was the biggest factor. When social media made so many jokes like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna do a zombie apocalypse," "Oh my gosh, this," it was like kind of triggering because like at the same time you want to be safe, but at the same you just don't want to die. And it took me a while to realize, like, okay, this is just social media. This isn't really what it is. Like, people be joking, people spread lies. That's what social media is meant to do now. And then back to Sydney's statement about like we don't trust the health system. Like as Black people, we don't. We have history. We have trauma from it. Like that's just a plain outright fact. And to me, I've grown to trust the health, like the system with the health and everything. Though it has taken me time though. It's taken me time to trust it, but I trust it enough whereas though I know I'll be okay because in the best interest, I know I'll be fine because there are doctors out here who genuinely care. There are doctors who genuinely care. And those doctors who do care are the ones that have the greatest influence.
I could say what triggered me. I guess like the number of deaths is what triggered me. To see how many people was dying from COVID. And another thing that was like low key triggering me was like the people who didn't get the vaccine and who are now on their deathbed saying take the vaccine was low key kind of triggering for me too. Like also I feel like I don't know and how they present it sometimes on the news try to like scare y'all and for you to take the vaccine that like I didn't like that either. So that was kind of low key triggering. And like, do I regret taking the vaccine? Nah, like it's pretty chill for real. I mean, I'm fine now, and it's just like don't like Cam said like you can present something, but don't force somebody to like take it. Like give them the information needed, and they can make the decision on their own. And but nothing else like really triggered me. But it was just like how people was like presenting the whole issue, period. And honestly, at first I wasn't like even thinking like it was legit, but it was legit. All I was caring about them 2 free weeks from school because I didn't have to do nothing, and I was like chilling. But nothing else like really triggered me. I was just like, just take the vaccine. I didn't take it for myself personally. I took it for the people that I was living with and that I know I was going to be around, because I didn't want, so God forbid I had it, or I could have got other people sick. And I think that's another thing that was triggering me. Like, you don't want to give the COVID to somebody else, and then you're the reason why they die. And y'all not going to put that on me. Y'all not going to blame me for somebody's death. Sarah, I'm not even going to say I'm responsible for my own death. It's my time. It's my turn. But I'm not ready to die from COVID either. But that was a few things that was triggering me.
We're gonna let Naeem go. Then I'm gonna go really quick, and then we're gonna answer the 3 questions that's in the chat. So let's try to you know.
Um, what really triggers me, or that triggered me, I mean, like about the vaccine. I heard somebody was talking about like conspiracy theories and rumors. I feel like that triggers me the most about the vaccine, because it be the same ones that talk about conspiracy theories and trying to say, oh, it does this to you, but you're the main one next day takes a vaccine. It's like some people, they don't really be actually, I would say, backing up what they talking about or what they speak on and what they stand on, because you could talk about don't take the vaccine, but the next day you took the vaccine. So it gives like a hypocritical thing, which a lot of like some people go through, like, and all that stuff. So I feel like what triggers me the most is that people don't really be backing up what they're talking about. If you don't want to take the vaccine, you can stand on that, but it's like at the same time, you like not. I mean, as of like you telling everybody don't take the vaccine, but you're the main one taking the vaccine. So it's like you don't know where your head is at.
For me, what triggered me at first was saying like, "Oh, this person took this vaccine, and this what happened to their tongue," or something like that. That would trick me at first, and then secondly, and now still trigger me. What triggered me was that, like, the ignorant people talking about the vaccine and don't really have nothing to back up. Like, they keep going off the, oh, you don't have a cure for HIV, you don't have a, like it's starting to be like, okay, do y'all realize that they are more deadlier than COVID or whatever like that? And so it's just like you have to back up what you say, and that's all what I'm about, like evidence, research, and things like that, because you want to keep going over social media, things like that, when you're not really like when you're not really researching it or whatever. And that's when also I'll say, like, people like, well, I'm not gonna do this, that, and the third. Y'all have to realize, like, this is becoming our reality. But Cam did say something like, so they won't feel like they're forced to take it, but it's like it's becoming our reality. So if you do want to do some things, you have to kind of sacrifice it, and that was my thing. But based on time, we don't have that much time, so we're gonna have like 1 or 2 people answering the questions in the chat. So the first question was, let me go back to the chat. My bad, y'all.
I can
I
answer
think
Kim's question before it takes off the screen real quick. She
yeah, I
said
was gonna say,
that one. Okay. How can we change how the government informs the society about vaccines? And y'all know this is my topic. One, we have to really inform the people in power. Like, this is not how we want our stuff to be mandated. This is not what we want. We want the truth, we want full honesty, and we want full transparency. The government, a lot of people have not trusted the government. So when it comes down to COVID, it takes a lot of people to really be influenced by others that do have it. So we could possibly change in our community first. If the community changes first, then the government can look at it and say, "Oh wow, this is great change," and not possibly take the influence of those who did the change. Like, if you take a picture and you try to teach someone, it's kind of a little like the analogy is a little weird, but if you are trying to teach someone, you have to show them this is how it's done. Like, when you're doing a math problem, you can't tell someone this is the right answer without the proof. So teaching it in the communities, showing it in the communities, and representing it can possibly, how do I say it? It could possibly help the government understand this is how we want it.
But I know, like, what Cam, with her question, she said, "How can we change how the government informs society?" I feel like the government can actually, like, go into the communities, because in the she also put on underneath the question that they're pressing it on everyone, like, without giving anyone a choice. And I feel like a huge thing about them just pressing it and making it required is making it's kind of like, in a way, like a scare tactic for us. So I feel like if they wouldn't have been pressing it on us so much, like, people wouldn't have to second guess it so much. And if the government were to, like, build more trust in our communities, and actually show up in our communities and help us out more, as well as, like Lene said, then we will gain some sort of trust between the government. But the way, like, a lot of things that happen in our communities, they're used as force, they're used as scare tactics, and they're used in a way so we have to do something. There's not really like a way to get out of it. So I feel like if it was just more of an option, and if they would have did their job done correct the first time, it wouldn't have been this way at all. So I feel like if they take their time more and kind of, like, work with people, and treat them like humans, instead of treating them like, like little projects that we have to do something, we have to do this, we have to do that. And, like, I feel like they have to really understand. I feel like sometimes they forget that, like, we're human, and we're able to have that choice. So yeah.
Um, the second question. Oh, thank y'all for answering that. How would y'all recommend someone to decide if they can? I lost the question, but I think to decide if they could get the vaccine or not.
I see. It says, how would y'all recommend somebody to decide if they can trust health systems or not?
Oh, I can answer that. Ben really, and then Naeem can answer. Ben, totally honest. I watch more medical shows, and I did not know that when you watch medical shows, they do, like, actually what's in a, like, they have a advisor and stuff to make sure they're doing the right practices that's in the hospitals and things like that. That's how I got to trust it. And y'all know I love me some Grey's Anatomy, Chicago Med, and things like that. So that's how I started trusting the healthcare system. But and also you have to educate yourself, so you can't sit here and be like, "Oh, I'm not getting it just because." You have to be like, okay, I've read up on this, and this is the death fatal. I'm saying the wrong word, but this is how many people that died from it. This, like, just having that real evidence. So I feel like, if you don't educate yourself on the real things, if you just go based off history and things like that, like, we have bad history, we all know that. But you have to see, okay, what was put in place, what policies were put in place to change these unpractical practices, if that makes sense. So I think just trying to have more people educate us, and us educating ourselves could help us trust the healthcare system more. But also watching stuff like TV shows be helping y'all. Naeem can go, and then Ania can answer the last question that's in the chat.
How would y'all recommend somebody to decide if they can trust house systems or not? I heard this, like, from my, like, my seventh grade teacher. Like, it's like, how I'm gonna put, like, I'm trying to say it in a correct way. I wouldn't always, like, have them to judge, because it's like a lot of people would say hospitals are scary, but they haven't been in a hospital almost a year. It's like saying, oh, I never, oh, this place is bad, but I never went here myself. I just heard it from somebody else. So I would say, like, at least try, like, at least get an experience of what it's like to try, like, know a health system and have trust in the health system, because a lot of people would tell you the health system don't help as much, but it's like, but at the same time, it's different health systems for areas. So I feel like I want people to at least try it first before judging, because when you judging before you try, you just basically jinxing yourself. Oh, I don't want to do it. You just going based off of your judgments and how you thinking.
Ania, you want to answer the what would you tell people against the vaccine?
Um, it's I guess all I can really say is, like, find someone that you trust that you can talk to about the vaccine, and like just be completely honest with yourself and the person that you're communicating with. Also, I know, find someone who looks like you who's in the healthcare system, because when I got my vaccine, it was a black lady and she gave it to me. And so she was talking me through it, gave me the information. Like, I think people feel more comfortable if someone looks like them who's giving it to them. And honestly, you just gotta ask yourself, okay, like, I'm against this vaccine because, like, who implanted this in my head for me to be against it in the beginning? Because I don't think people are born naturally against something. Like, you had, like, how you being taught how to be racist, someone is putting something in your ear for you to be against something. So, like, rethink about, like, okay, why am I against this in the beginning? And then, did I always have these thoughts? So, like, I feel like you just really gotta be honest with yourself first, and then, and go off of that. Like, you can be against it and still don't take it, and you can be against it and still take it. It's not going to change anything, honestly, because the vaccine is going to remain the vaccine, and you're going to remain who you are. So it just all depends on like the reason behind you're against it, and finding someone that you can trust talking about it. Like, communication and transparency is key.
Um, Definitely. And I wanted to go on Cam. She said showing more behind the scenes and things like that. Because I know actually it's some shows that's still going on. Oh, I keep talking about shows, but they actually showed like the real, like them having that mask on, them going to the hospital, like all them procedures. Yeah, I know I'm about to bring Grey's Anatomy up again, but they showed us like how it really was. Like, people was dying, how healthcare workers were getting sick, how people had to stay outside in tents, how people didn't have nowhere to go because their house was crowded, but they caught COVID. So I feel like things like that was actually, like Cam said, showing us, okay, this is like a reality show type of thing. Okay, like a scientist or something that's working on a vaccine, they be like, okay, so today we're going to work on this trial of the vaccine. This is what we already did. This is our da 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 trial, if that makes sense. Because it's like some people who actually interested in it be like, okay, I actually see what you're doing. And like with reality shows or live shows, you can't really edit that out. So it's like maybe we can trust you more if we can see what you're doing and putting into us. Just how like when it comes to some court shows or some people doing court, you're showing us their trial. You give us videos, like with the George Floyd case. You showed us what was going on in the trial, what was said in that trial. So should be the same thing with the healthcare system, because the
Wait,
healthcare system is. Oh, go ahead.
I bet no, like me and Miss, like there's a documentary, and there's like it's in bits and pieces of them showing like them creating the vaccine, and like how they do it. And like, I also believe, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but if I'm remembering right, they use the same formula of how they created the other vaccines because those vaccine works. So they're just using the same thing that happened like centuries ago, and using the same thing for the COVID vaccine. So they're like videos and professionals and doctors, and no pharmacists. I don't. They're not pharmacists. Are they pharmacists? I can't remember exactly. They're pharmacists. Okay, I was right.
Yes,
So
some of them.
yeah, and like putting it together. I think I had one of the clips. Like, I can send it out to people who want to see the clips, and I can ask for the whole documentary. It's really cool, and I think it will help answer some questions. It's from the University of Maryland School of Pharmacy, so it's pretty legit. Go on, Zion.
Cam had a other point that said a lot of things aren't community informed. We talk about things being trauma informed, but what about the community?
Yeah,
That
and
was. Oh,
yes, I feel like that was the point that I wanted to really like bring out what Cam said, because again, like everything is like so trauma informed and not community informed. And when things are trauma informed, we respond to trauma, like because we have so much trauma in our community. So like I don't know. Here's the example: like growing up, you hear like your mom can tell you to do something 1,000 times, but if she like says like in a way of a threat, like if you don't go clean them dishes, you're not going outside, then they will finally respond to it. So I feel like a lot of things with the vaccine and getting the vaccine and everything was in a way trauma informed, because they're saying if you don't get this, you're not doing that, you're not doing that, and then you can't even work. It's to the point where some people can't provide for their family if they decide not to get the vaccine, even if it's a religious reason or something like that. So yeah, Cam put out a huge point in the chat.
Yeah, that's so crazy you said that because at track today I told them if they don't run at least one lap, they're gonna get another one added on, and you saw progress in that. So that's really crazy that you and Karen brought up that. And I also wanted to say if you brought up this point of saying if they were in our communities, because I know we talk about this a lot. How you a police officer in Baltimore City, but you live in Howard County? Like you do not know what we go through. You do not know. Yeah, you don't understand. So if we
Now
had
you look at what's
actual
going on. I'm sorry.
yes, yes, but if you're the okay, say if we had a city councilman, they live right next to us. Oh yeah, I got the vaccine. Da, 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 how would y'all deal with whatever like that? And we like, so you got the vaccine, you represent us, and you live with us. Like not live with us, but you live
Right.
around us in our community. Okay, maybe I can trust you because it's not like they can look different from you, but just like you're trying to understand us, you're trying to get us, and it's not like don't make it a thing where oh, I'm going to live in this community so they automatically vote for me. Don't do that. But it's just like you're trying to understand us, you're trying to like okay, y'all want a football field, let me bring that up at the city council meeting. This is what my district needs or whatever. But things like that, like that's where it can start, and I think that's also where we can trust a doctor live across the street from me. Okay, they understand what I'm going through. They understand like why I'm kind of about it. Like you can grow up somewhere, but you don't actually understand how it is now. So if they actually lived in our communities and represented us well, and I feel like that's another outlet of them of we trusting them or whatever like that. So I think we can. Did anybody want to have any last remarks before we go to the facts?
No.
Okay, so I researched these y'all about real facts about it, and we're gonna like bust some myths. But the first one is your chance of getting seriously ill from the vaccine is about 0.0112%. Most people only have minor side effects, and that's not everyone. And you'll go like a few days without it, but versus your chance of getting COVID-19 is 75% higher than a national average. So that's one thing about versus you getting the vaccine and you not getting the vaccine, your chances become very low of you getting sick, like when they dying. Dying from COVID. Another one is the vaccine does not cause interfere. Can somebody say that? Infertility. Yeah, Jamaica said that.
Infertility.
Yeah, it does not cause that within women or men or whatever. So you still be able to have babies if infertility that the other word that y'all just said that happens. That's like something within other things, but it's not caused from COVID, the COVID vaccine. And then also the vaccine does not have a chip inside it. I know some people are still going on about this, but the government don't want to track you down, y'all. They want to protect their community, and I even like giving it out for free. So if they really wanted to make money for it, they would be charging y'all. So yeah,
No.
but did
And
Sorry.
anybody want to?
and if
Sorry, that
someone
was
to
funny.
track you, oh my bad.
Lene and Jamira, or it could do opposite.
Nah, she can go.
I was just gonna say that was funny because some of those things I was like believe like there's a chip inside the vaccine and stuff. So, but yeah, go ahead, Lynette.
I was just gonna say if the government wanted to track you, you're holding a tracker in your hand right now. Like, it's no point of putting nothing in your arm.
Right,
And that's a
like
huge point. That's a good point because I didn't think of that.
I definitely didn't think of that either. Cause y'all know how they be saying stuff about your phones and your cameras and stuff, whatever. But they talking about a whole chip in a vaccine. Child, like how small the chip can be. But is there any myth that y'all like? I know Jamira said some, but is there any myth that anybody else believed that we didn't state?
I'm gonna give y'all a
Or
fact. I'm gonna
Well,
give y'all a fact. It's gonna be a little painful when you get it. Your arm might be a little sore for a little couple hours. But you'll be fine and you'll still live and you'll be feeling great in a couple hours.
I was knocked out if I got my vaccine. I was asleep. I didn't like. Yeah.
now you want to say your myth?
yeah, I ain't really lie. I don't know if anybody spoke on this, but a myth that I heard that most people believe is that as soon as you get a vaccine, you turn into a parasite or you get parasites. That's what I heard a lot, like literally a lot. And I'm like, I'm thinking myself, these people thinking outrageous already. Like the vaccine just came out, and y'all just saying we having parasites.
Yeah.
Like you gotta think about that. It's just like it's literally like a fluid inside a needle, and you telling me a fluid gonna turn you into like morph you into something different.
Yo, I heard that too, or like zombies and aliens and stuff. I'd be like, just be quiet. Delete social media. That's what you need to do. And then it be the people that keep sharing it. Like, it just makes it worse. And it be like, I don't want to see this on five people stories. Like, just, I don't know. It
And
just
then
kind of irritating.
exactly, and then they like, and then they claim, oh, they quote unquote woke. How you quote unquote woke, and you spreading false information? How you quote unquote woke, but you're not standing with on you said? Like you're not, like you just saying it for the media, but behind closed doors, you're not standing with what you say. That don't even that don't even add up. That's why I don't be taking people like some people opinions serious because I know like what I know is a fact.
All right, so yeah, this was a really good conversation. I wanted to thank everybody if they have any last remarks or questions. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. But do anybody have any last remarks before we give our jewels out? All right, y'all. So who wanna go first on the jewel?
I can go first. For me, a jewel, like I can, it's kind of like a central theme to what we said today. It's like anything in life, don't like make any decisions unless you do your own research and unless you make sure that you know your information, and don't use anybody else's opinions and stuff to make decisions regarding your life. Do your research and stick to your gut feeling because your intuition is always going to help you do whatever you need to do. So
I'll
Naeem,
go.
do you want?
Uh, I just say, just stand firm in yourself. Don't make any. Well, I feel like this is a permanent decision, but don't let other people make that decision for you. Make the best decision for yourself. Um, and yeah, just stay safe for real. Life is short. Don't be out here doing reckless stuff, and you're not. Not staying safe. I'm not saying take the vaccine or do or don't. I'm just saying like just stay safe for real.
My jewel is just to educate yourself. You're gonna see a lot of social media that can turn your point of view different ways, but educate yourself because you don't want to really listen to somebody who don't have the evidence backed up. Like they can say it in the smartest way possible, but when you actually do that research, they little. So make sure you're educating yourself on anything versus COVID vaccine or even just the people around you in the community. Like, I think you're the last one.
No, Naeem need to go. Naeem, your jewel.
Y'all can my bad. I was trying to actually mute unmute my stuff, but my jewel is like I feel like not everything needed a response or a debatable because like what I be learning from like every day, especially if I could be bothered by somebody else or approached by somebody else. Say example like somebody can act something towards about me, they could talk about me, but it's like it's not directly to me. So it's like I would not waste my time and energy with that person because in the day I wasn't really like put in a bad situation. And I feel like not every word need a response because it's not gonna take me no time. So why I gotta respond? I know my worth.
Um, my jewel is based on this conversation really, and maybe in life, don't let someone else views deteriorate your actions. Don't let someone tell you how you should live your life. If you want to go get the vaccine, go ahead. If you do not want to go get your vaccine, you can still be out here social distancing. You can still be protecting yourself, even with the vaccine. But do not let someone else views, thoughts, culture, or environment affect how you're going to live your life.
I definitely agree. I want to say one thing, but it's not a joke. Don't be going out here saying you're not getting a vaccine and this, that, and the third, and you be the main one not wearing your mask. And if you do wear your mask, it's under your nose. Please, please, like
People
you're to
that
the
that
environment.
kill me. That kill me in school, especially walking around, people in their masks. It's like you can still get it through your nose. Like, do you not know oxygen also goes through there? Like, you can still get it. And then they be all up in people's faces talking to people with the mask down their nose. Like, you might as well not wear it at all if you're just not going to pull it up.
All right, so make sure y'all get your mask that fits your whole face and not just yeah, not just right here. But yeah, thank y'all so much for being active in the chat. I loved everybody's energy today, and thank y'all everybody else for joining us today. And thank you, Miss Johnny, for letting us hop on here. So yeah, see y'all.
Yes.
See y'all.
Yeah.
Did they not do a good job, y'all? Did they not show up and show out, yo? Great job to everybody. That was a amazing, amazing, amazing conversation, y'all. And I just love to see the growth. Like it was a lot of growth happening on that session, y'all. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to Hire, y'all. Love to see it. All right, y'all. Before I do my last official sign off on a winning Wednesday, y'all, I got a few favors. My first favor that I have, y'all, I need y'all to link up with whatever adults y'all can link up with and tell them to donate a turkey for the youth food insecurity team, y'all. Everybody that's okay and they not worried about where their next meal is coming from, they can donate one turkey, y'all. They can donate one turkey. The Youth Food Insecurity Team is working really, really hard this weekend, and it's this weekend only to donate turkeys and other foods to families that are in need. And there are so many families that are in need. And the least we can do is donate one turkey. So please, y'all, get with one adult, two adults if you can, and tell them, I need you to donate a turkey for me to this group, and give them the IG account for Youth Food Insecurity Team. The preferred method is for them, if they are able to drop it off right at the site Saturday, 9 a.m. But we know that that's not always convenient for people, especially on the weekend. So they are able to make other arrangements to donate the turkey. But y'all, we need one turkey, y'all, from all of the adults that y'all got. So at minimum, if y'all can just get one, that would be great. My next favor I need, y'all. We talked about how it's so important for us to get these babies young, and that every opportunity that we can to put them in front of positive role models and to try to make sure that we are instilling good in them. Y'all, I need y'all to get me people who are available during the day, this Friday, to come and read to these babies. It's really only a 25-minute commitment. That's it. Because if you get that 10 minutes early, because you got to be on time for your slot, get that 10 minutes early. You spending the first 10 minutes just, waiting for your time. And then you spending 15 minutes reading to these babies. So, y'all, people that's available, the times and everything is in the link in the bio. When they click on the link, they will see the times that's available. We need several people for each times, because those times that you see is not just one class going on, it's multiple classes going on during those times. So we need more people to volunteer to be readers. So even if you can't come, try to get somebody else that is available to be able to come, y'all, because these elementary students, y'all, they need more guidance than a little bit. And that little bit of time, those little bit of moments that we're able to be in front of them, to do something as small as to read a book, tell them a little bit about ourselves, you just don't know the impact that you could potentially be having on those young lives, y'all. So those are the favors that I need from y'all. And then my last big favor that I ask y'all every single week, yo, get somebody from them bad schools on here. It's not enough if we just preaching to the choir, y'all. Like, we already know. We all here. We got goals. We working on goals. We all want to be successful. We all leaders. We all getting better. We all focus on growth. That's amazing. But if all we doing is just talking to each other, we just talking to people who already know that, we not doing enough, y'all. Our city is literally in crisis, y'all. They going around killing people, grandmothers in church at this point, yo. Our city is in a crisis, and everybody can get one. Everybody can get one. Everybody can reach out to one other person at these bad schools, yo, and get one person under your wing. Get one person in the fold. Everybody can do that, yo. Don't tell me that you can't. So get out of whatever shell you in, get out of whatever comfort zone that you comfortable in, yo, and get somebody from these bad schools on here, y'all, so we can start having a greater impact with the people that need it most. This has been a great final winning Wednesday for me, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna miss y'all on Wednesdays, but I'm going to definitely continue to see y'all on Thursdays and on Fridays, y'all. So you know what I'm gonna say. Go work on them goals. And I just gave you some goals. So if that's not on your goal list, put them goals on your goal list right now, yo. Put them on your goal list right now. If you ain't got no goals, that's a bigger problem, yo. You already know. But if you rocking with us now, then I already know that's probably not your struggle, yo. And what we say all the time, you ain't got to start all big. Just start small. Start where you are with what you have and just take the first step. Cam Gotti, I'm going to miss y'all more, but I'm loving the fact that I get to pass a big torch. Like, this is the big torch, yo. And like, for real, me and my team, we be asking each other every single day, if you're not building leaders, then what you doing? If you're not building somebody else to help take your spot, then what you doing? If you still got to do it all, then really you ain't doing nothing. So I'm so glad that I don't have to do it all and that I can pass the torch, y'all. I have 100% confidence, 100% faith. And you, Coach Johnson, already know y'all about to take this thing to a whole new level. And with that, y'all, I'm out of here. See y'all.